Ever get that eerie feeling like someone's watching you? Maybe it's when you're Googling something embarrassing or scrolling through cat videos at 3 a.m. Well, that unsettling sensation might not be just paranoia. In this video, we will talk about how our privacy can be compromised, the rise of surveillance from fiction to reality. It's funny how things that were previously considered science fiction have become normal in our lives, but are now considered science fiction. As a result of George Orwell's novel 1984, the concept of an all-seeing government was presented to the world for the first time, and it is not as far-fetched as it once was. In the past, surveillance consisted of using binoculars and setting up stakeouts. However, in the present day, technology has brought things to an entirely new level. It is no longer just in our imaginations that we are experiencing the development of mass monitoring. It is already in our pockets. Our lives are constantly connected, from cell phones to smart TVs, and there is always the chance that someone, somewhere, is watching us. This connectivity brings with it the possibility that someone is observing us. Is your phone spying on you? All of us are crazy for our smartphones, but what if they are actually working as double agents? When you are talking about something, you suddenly find yourself seeing advertisements for it on social media. Do you know what I mean? What do you think? It's common knowledge that apps gather information about your routines, preferences, and location, even if there is no hard evidence to suggest that your phone is constantly listening to you. The collection of enormous amounts of data by corporations such as Facebook and Google has been criticized. The Wall Street Journal published a report in 2020 stating that Google monitors more than 70% of all activities that take place online. While it's possible that your phone isn't listening to every word you say, it is certainly paying attention to the things you do. CCTV cameras, eyes in the sky, or just background noise? Have you ever noticed how many cameras are present in the area? When you stroll down the street, it is difficult to avoid being caught on surveillance cameras. On the other hand, are these cameras actually monitoring our every action, or are they merely there to give us the impression that we are safe? It is estimated that there is one camera for every 13 persons in cities such as London. That's a lot of eyeballs to look at. The huge amount of cameras raises concerns about potential invasions of privacy, despite the fact that CCTV material is frequently utilized to solve crimes. The Electronic Frontier Foundation asserts that public surveillance cameras are frequently utilized for goals that go beyond the detection and prevention of criminal activity. These purposes include the monitoring of specific groups of individuals and the tracking of demonstrations. When you laugh at a security camera the next time, keep in mind that it is not only for safety, it is also about surveillance. Social media, your personal big brother. Have you ever given any thought to the amount of information that you are giving up as a result of your use of social media? It is both entertaining and addictive. Every single like, share, and selfie that you publish on social media amounts to an additional piece of information that is collected about you. Just how far-reaching the effects of social media data collecting can be was demonstrated by the infamous Cambridge Analytica affair that occurred on Facebook. By harvesting data from 87 million Facebook profiles, Cambridge Analytica allegedly attempted to influence elections, as reported by The Guardian. What else might possibly make you reconsider your tendency to overshare information if that doesn't? In addition to serving as a medium for maintaining relationships with friends, social media is a treasure trove of information that can be utilized by anyone who is interested in knowing and connecting with you. The Internet of Things, smart devices, dumb privacy? Who doesn't adore a home that is equipped with smart technology? It is almost as if you are living in the future, with Alexa turning on the lights and your smart refrigerator automatically reminding you to get milk. But along with great convenience comes enormous accountability, or the absence of responsibility. Connecting all of these gadgets is made possible by the Internet of Things, but it also provides a network of potential chances for spying. According to a research conducted by Norton, 57% of people in the United States believe that smart devices listen in on their discussions. The fact that many Internet of Things devices do not have adequate security safeguards, which leaves them open to hacking, is an even more frightening fact, as security experts warn. If you have smart devices, they may make your life easier, but they may also make it easier for anyone to listen in on your conversations without your permission. government surveillance, protecting us or watching us? It is argued by governments all around the world that surveillance is essential in order to ensure our safety. After all, who wouldn't want to stop the next great crime or terrorist assault from happening? As a result of the infamous Edward Snowden revelations, it was discovered that the National Security Agency of the United States government has engaged in widespread monitoring of American individuals by collecting data from their phones and the internet. According to the Washington Post, Snowden's revelations demonstrated that the National Security Agency was collecting millions of phone records on a daily basis. The question that needs to be answered is, where do we draw the line between privacy and safety? It is a delicate balancing act that caused discussions about the exact amount of surveillance that is invasive. Facial recognition technology, smiles or surveillance. Facial recognition technology is like something out of a sci-fi movie. Whether it's unlocking your phone or breezing through airport security, facial recognition is becoming increasingly common. But it's not all sunshine and smiles. According to the American Civil Liberties Union, facial recognition has been used by law enforcement to track people without their knowledge or consent. Even worse, studies have shown that this technology can be biased, often misidentifying people of color. So while facial recognition can make life more convenient, it also raises serious concerns about privacy and discrimination. Who's behind the surveillance curtain? It's easy to think that dark government agencies are in charge of mass spying, but the truth is more complicated. These days, it's not just states that are watching us. Private companies are also very important. Big tech companies like Amazon, Google, and Facebook gather a lot of information about the people who use their services. Wired said that Amazon's Ring doorbell cameras were sending video to police stations. This made people worry that private companies could be blurring the line between private and public surveillance. It looks like everyone is watching us. The future of surveillance. What's next? As technology advances, so does the potential for surveillance. From drones to AI-powered cameras, the future of surveillance is both exciting and a little terrifying. According to a report by The Verge, some cities are already testing AI systems that can predict crimes before they happen, much like the plot of Minority Report. While this could revolutionize crime prevention, it also raises ethical questions about the impact on civil liberties. Will we live in a world where every move is monitored and predicted? Only time will tell. Can we escape the surveillance state? So are we doomed to live in a world where everything we do is watched? Not necessarily. While mass surveillance is a reality, there are ways to protect your privacy. From using encrypted messaging apps to being mindful of what you share online, small steps can go a long way in keeping your data secure. As the Electronic Frontier Foundation suggests, understanding your rights and taking proactive measures can help you maintain some level of privacy in an increasingly surveilled world. So while it might feel like we're being watched, we still have some control over what's seen. Whether you believe mass surveillance is a necessary evil or an invasion of privacy, it's clear that we're living in a world where data is king. So what do you think? Is Big Brother really watching, or are we just being paranoid? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and make sure to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more future videos.